Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's my fault. That's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Quadkast.
I got thrown off. I don't know where my head is right now. I got
Not on your body.
Yeah, it ain't on my body right now. I hate when I get like this too, because it's like it be so much going on inside of my head. But we're not gonna talk about what's in my head because we'll be 4-5 episodes going on. So,
please.
yeah, so you were talking about Jeezy
and Jeannie.
And Jeannie.
So have y'all heard about the whole divorce?
Y'all know that's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeezy, we know that.
She looked like, okay.
We know that. We know that.
Do your big one now.
We know
your
that.
big one.
He ain't.
Yeah.
But I will say he being real sassy.
Yeah.
What'd he do?
Don't
You
do
being
all
real.
that. Don't do all that.
Listen.
Just report the story.
Oh,
you ain't gotta do all that.
Yeah.
You got to call it the way it
Hey.
is.
We
huh?
hit a trigger spot.
Yes, we
You
are.
ain't
Yeah,
gotta do all
yeah.
that ad libbing
Yeah,
like
yeah.
me
Go on,
goes.
just get to the point.
Yeah, just get to
Get to the point so we can
What'd he do?
Go ahead.
tiptoe through this, through the two. Tiptoe. Yeah, tiptoe through this.
I ain't
Yeah.
tiptoeing.
Okay, go
Right.
ahead.
I'm busting through it.
Okay, okay.
Let me find out.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So literally, they got divorced. They have a baby together, and she moved. She uprooted her entire life from California to Atlanta when they decided to become one. Okay. So she created or curated the design of the home interior. She brought furniture down. All
That's what she
stuff.
wanted to be.
So,
Mm-hmm.
now that they have went their separate ways, she wants to retrieve her items, her furniture.
Man, let that woman have that stuff,
Out
Jeezy.
of there. Let her have it, Jesus.
So, well, he's not. He's being stubborn.
Come on.
Oh, that's why you say you being sassy.
He's being very
Right.
sassy
I
about it to
agree.
the point
Come on, let her
where
have it. Let her have
where
it.
there is a court order in place
Uh-huh.
she has to be chaperoned to get her items
But I
out
thought
of the
that
home.
I
that
thought
they
hold
got
on,
together.
pause. I thought that already happened. I thought she had already retrieved the stuff that she had in their home that they shared together, like last year sometime.
It's
She
supposed,
I
didn't
don't
do
think
it
so.
No.
because she was trying to get like a police escort or something to do
Yes.
it. Exactly.
Well, maybe it was
But
more
has not
stuff.
happened.
It ain't, oh, she still ain't got.
So
I mean,
now
she's
that
gotten
the
some things,
divorce
but-
is finalized, she trying to go and get everything.
Yes. Okay. Follow me. Okay.
I follow you.
Okay, we're going to let you tell the story. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know about my boy Jeezy. I gotta.
We understand that.
Yeah.
Let's get this story together.
Yeah.
Come
Come
on.
on, Carisha. Come on,
Let's
give
go.
it to me.
Interrupting me.
Jesus, she
Talking
holding you
too
down
slow.
for real.
Jesus.
I ain't listening too fast. You talking too slow. So come on.
Anyway. So yes, now that the divorce has been finalized, thank you, BJ,
Yeah.
for telling my story.
Thank you.
She wants to go and retrieve the remaining items, which does include furniture. Of course, it includes other personal items, and everything's an itemized list there. So now the policemen have been called on to scene because the rep for Jeezy, because he's not even there. He's at a point where I don't even want to be there. She can't go in the house. That's the thing. So now he has moved all of her things from inside the house, packaged it up, and put it in a garage.
Okay.
What is this divorce about, though? Like, because I've heard about it, but I don't know why they're.
Infidelity or what is it?
Yeah,
He cheated?
So
He cheated. Oh, okay.
And I don't even know the story, but niggas cheat.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
That's what they do.
That's what it boils down to.
I got to have her. You remember that? I got to have her.
I remember that.
Yeah. But he had one.
So what was the
He had
final?
one of the wives that was like, "Yeah, you can have her."
Before we
I'm
get to that
coming
story, what was the final outcome? Because I'm a Jeezy fan too. So what's the final outcome of this whole story?
The final outcome is that
With Jeezy.
she does retrieve her items, but the main point of what I was trying to convey is how he was going about it with not allowing her to really abide by the order. There was a court order that was set in stone.
Okay.
She could go. No, you
Hold on.
don't get to interrupt me.
Hold on.
Nah.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Finish.
Finish your story. I want you.
You still talking?
Because she is a
Let her talk.
Look,
Please finish your story. Go
Both of y'all.
Couple
Go
finish
ahead.
your story.
Quadkast,
She must
Quadkast.
really love Jeezy because I'm telling you,
The cast.
she's interrupting her significant other
Right.
for Jeezy, and Jeezy don't even know you.
Go ahead.
But come
Go
on.
ahead. No, go ahead.
And if somebody
we-
share this to Jeezy, you let him know.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he need to pull up.
Right.
No, don't talk to him.
Nah, we about to get a mute button in a minute. We about to get a mute button.
Don't talk to him.
Oh, you know what? That's a good
Don't
thing.
We need a mute button so we could turn your mic
Don't
off.
talk to Jeezy.
We're gonna turn the mics off.
Talk to
Unplug
his
the
Jeannie. I talk to Jeezy. You talk to Jeannie. Don't you talk to Jeezy. I talk to Jeezy because
Okay.
I got you, Jeezy.
Look, that's that.
So she talking to Jenny right now. So be quiet. She talking to Jenny. Let her talk to Jenny.
Sang, what you call that stuff y'all did?
See, he instigating.
Sanganera.
He said Sanganero.
Sangria. Yeah, Sangria. And
Hey, thank y'all. This might be our
Sangrino.
last show. We appreciate y'all. He said Sanganero.
yeah, whatever it is.
I appreciate y'all,
Sangrino.
man.
But go ahead, finish that. I want you to finish that.
I don't know what it's called.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, finish that.
Sangria.
No, we
Sangria.
ain't talking about
Okay.
wine, but go on finish that with Jeezy and Jenny. No, go ahead and finish.
She can't.
Okay,
You
this is what
still going. Let her
well, how about
finish.
we do this? Let's just deal with the facts. That first of all, if he cheated, he just need to just be gone.
He cheated, but keep
He need to
going.
go and get her the stuff,
I'm
man.
gonna give y'all a whoop.
But we understand that we just trying to figure out exactly what else she has to say. We can't get to the next point. Can y'all be quiet and let this young lady get to the next point? You still talking? You just said something, didn't you? You just said something. Okay,
I'm trying to help-
look.
I'm trying to help the situation
let's play the
out.
quiet game except for Carisha. This the quiet game.
I'm trying to help her. Okay,
You
come on,
lost.
Carisha.
You
Come on.
lost.
Let's go.
You lost. It's
No,
the quiet game.
I'm trying to help her.
Okay, quiet game starts right now.
Okay, we're gonna let her do it.
And you did it again.
All right. We're gonna let her say what she gotta say.
So basically, he did not abide by the court order at all.
Okay.
And he went in and pretty much did an immediate removal of a clause in the actual court order to state that she can no longer go in and do an actual thorough check to ensure that all of her things have been packaged and out of the home. The actual clause hadn't yet been approved. So while she was on the premises, the police came out. They did say technically, because we don't have the updated court order, I understand it is in process and y'all are doing an immediate clause removal. At this time, we have to abide by this. And they had to get his representative on the phone and his lawyer and his attorney and all that stuff. It just got to be really long and drawn out. But she was able to get her things, but she was not able to actually do a thorough review. And that's why I said he was not being the most cooperative throughout this process. This has nothing to do with his character. It has nothing to do with him as an artist.
Kinda, sorta,
I'm
but-
just stating facts. And I'm just stating what has been put out there because now there is police cam footage that actually backs this up, and it's on YouTube to actually show how nasty things have gotten. And we know that sometimes divorces can be very nasty.
Oh, yeah.
But I think for me, it was just a very shocking moment because I wouldn't have never pictured him to be so.
Hold on, before you go get the little bass in your throat about Jeezy.
But over furniture
Because
though. But over furniture.
I will agree with you on that. But here's the thing: what you don't know is she had almost up to a year to go get her stuff from that house.
And you didn't allow me to get
Before,
that far. Go ahead. Pop your shit.
no, because you popping your shit on Jeezy.
It could have been 3 years. It's furniture. Jesus should be like, baby, whatever you want, you can have everything in
That's
that
what I
house.
say, right?
But here's
That's what
the
I
He
should
shouldn't have did that.
and he had it in the garage for her. She didn't like
She
that the
had
fact
an issue that she was not.
it was in the
actually-
garage and she
Well,
wasn't
not just
able
that,
to
but
go
she
into
wanted
the
to
house.
review everything.
Yeah.
But once again, he can have it in the garage. But guess what? He might have hid some shit in the closet up
And
here.
that's what she wanted.
So
Here's
she wanted to go.
that.
She wanted to go make
If
sure that
that's
she
the
got what she
case-
got.
I think that's
But
fair.
here's the case.
It's fair.
Go through that stuff that's in the garage first, and then we'll go through what's
No.
what you think
Why you going through the
missing.
garage?
They
He can
wouldn't allow her
still.
to.
But here's
He
the
can
thing.
still go do what he got to do in the house.
She had up to a year to go and get that
Don't
stuff.
matter.
She waited until the last month to say,
We
"Oh,
don't know her
okay."
schedule.
He should have just been a man
year?
about the
Come on,
situation.
Thank you. He should have been a man about
That's
it.
12 months.
It don't
Come
matter.
on. I don't
Just-
care
It could
if
be 2
you-
years. It could be 2 years. It could be 3 years.
Let me tell you
I don't
this.
care.
I'm
It
gonna
don't
say
matter.
this.
Because
I ain't never
if
seen
it's
nobody
really-
like somebody
It's
the
furniture.
way
It's
she
really
like
important.
Jeezy.
If it's reason, no,
It's furniture.
That's me. Period.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't care if
furniture.
I don't care if it's furniture. I don't care if it's clothing. I don't care
furniture.
if it's something that's sentimental to you. If
Furniture.
it's been 12 years, if it's been 12 months,
Why you ain't come get it?
why you ain't come get it? in the first 5
She got her life. She got to do what she got to do.
and I got mine. So
Right.
if you had your life in the first 5 months, why can't I be fair to have my life in the past
But
6
why? I
months?
wonder
But guess
why
what,
does it
though?
have to be a
No.
time
And now you
frame on
can't
it?
No.
get it because I'm gone.
He could have his life, but guess what? He didn't want her to be there by herself, so he wanted to be there.
Exactly. I wouldn't
So
want you there in my house by myself either.
if he didn't care about that, okay, geez, let me go get my stuff out of the house, all the stuff that I need to
get
get.
that, but if I'm
so
not
he giving
there-
her a time constraint.
No,
That ain't
if I'm
right.
not-
A man ain't gonna do that,
Yeah,
baby.
but I
hey,
wonder
we
why-
lived
what
here.
y'all saying, but at the same time,
He wrong.
If it's 12 months
He
and
wrong.
you don't waited until June, which is the 6th month, decide you want to come get it,
Fine.
and now from
Great.
June to December, I got something going on. That's not fair to me.
You ain't got to be there.
But from 1 to
wasn't.
6,
it shouldn't be.
but
It
from
should,
1 to
there.
6,
Oh, he wasn't
He
there.
was not there.
From 1
So the
to
court order.
6,
He
I
wasn't.
I was there, and you decided
Y'all
not
pushing
to
the table.
come.
Somebody pushing the table. Who the table pusher this time?
He
Somebody.
had
Oh.
a
Okay.
representative
Okay.
come.
But from 1 to 6,
Gotcha.
I was there, and
she
you
had an
decided
issue
not to come.
with
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
basically-
Hold on. But
Because
what-
you're saying now from month 1 to 6, that was your life, and you had to do what you.
But
had
what
to do.
Carisha was saying, it don't
But
matter
from
because the
6
court
to
order,
12.
he didn't even have to be there. The court order, she had to be there at a certain time.
Representative.
Right, a
But
representative.
But y'all don't understand.
That's petty right there.
What
She
she
didn't
was
have to
upset
be there.
about-
From
That's
month,
petty.
But she didn't have to be there from
petty.
month 1 to 6.
Jeezy
to get
petty.
her stuff. She could have had a representative. She could have had a representative to get there to get
Petty
her stuff.
Tendergrass.
Yeah.
Petty Pendergrass.
I just don't
Petty
understand.
Pendergrass.
I guess my point is.
If we
I'm
gonna
not
say
negating any of
Petty
that. I'm
Pendergrass.
just stating facts. She
Yeah.
was just upset at the fact that she wasn't able to go through anything, even the stuff that was in her in the garage.
Right.
They would not allow her. She literally asked, and it's on the camera. She said, "So you're telling me that I have to go by what you're stating? I have to go by you saying, okay, what y'all got out of the house." That was mine was actually packaged and put in this garage. I have to trust that. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
That's not right.
I don't think it's
That's not right.
It's
If
not
the shoe
right.
was on the slip,
That's not right.
You want him to go by that court order, correct?
That's not right.
No.
I think all of it is just silly and pointless
I
to
really
me
think it's
because
pettiness
if
for
my
real
point, my
on
thing
both
is
parties, but at
I'm
the
not
same
in
this
I'm
is
not-
let
I'm
me
not
No, it's
say
petty
this.
on him.
If he cheated,
If it was Jenny
It's
and she
petty on
was
him.
doing the same thing to him, would y'all think it was petty?
Yes.
It'll be petty for Jimmy.
Wait.
It'll be petty for Jimmy.
Because here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. The court order
It's petty for
was
Jimmy?
12 months. She had months 1 to 6 to go get.
Okay,
her.
wait, hold
The
on.
petty starts when he had a court order.
Right.
He should have been like, baby, whatever you need to do, I'm gonna be out of the
She
country.
had that
Do what you
court
got to do.
order. When he was at home,
Do what you gotta do.
Came and got her stuff, and she decided not to.
He ain't got to be there.
She wanted to wait till he wasn't there.
Right, which is great.
But
Great, because we don't know
but
the
at the
we don't know the
same time-
situation.
but at the
He could have
same
been beating her.
time,
He could have been
you
this and that.
wanted
I'm
me-
scared to be there with him now. So
I
let me
get
do
that.
let me do by myself and
I
get
get
it.
that. But at the same time, you wanted me to be there, and you weren't there. Come on.
She never said that.
Okay, wait a
She
minute. Hold
wanted
on.
to
Wait,
be
can I say this?
She
Let me
was
say
a-
this.
she
Can I
was
say
a
what
smart
makes sense?
review.
And this
What makes
is
sense?
this is just what makes sense.
What
to
makes
me.
sense? What makes sense?
This makes sense. If he cheated on her, first of all, let's just deal with facts. Let's
Okay.
deal with the beginning.
Go ahead.
If he cheated on her, and the reason why they're getting a divorce is because his infidelity and what he did, he should be man enough to say, you know what? I made a mistake. I did the wrong thing. I'm not going to put a time limit on when you come and get your stuff. Just come get it whenever you can come get
True.
it, because I am the reason why
Right.
this thing is
But since he's so
falling apart.
petty,
You know, so I don't even get why there is a time frame on it.
Right.
From I don't know what their relationship was like. I'm just saying how I would handle it if it
Because
was me.
I get-
I would just be like,
well,
did
Jesus,
this.
just like your ex-wife, we about to move on.
And maybe I'm
Just like your ex-wife, we about to move on to the next topic, bro.
Maybe
I
I'm
like that.
playing devil's advocate.
I like it. You are.
we always side.
And
we
you pushing the
always-
table too. There you
we
go. We
always-
gonna move you this
No,
time.
That's
I'm
her.
sit back.
She the one pushing.
But we always side with the person that got cheated on. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But here's
Well, yeah,
the
if you
thing.
did wrong, it's
Yeah,
what it is.
and
I mean, that's the
wrong.
right way to do.
Yeah.
but
Got to side
At
with
the
the cheater.
same time, let's just be real. Let's just live in reality.
Uh-huh.
Like let's just
What's the reality?
You know your mate ain't shit.
No, not all cases.
No,
Hold on. Not all
I said in
cases.
reality.
Yeah,
So in all cases, that's not reality.
that's not reality. Some
But
people.
in reality, in some situations, you know your mate ain't shit. You know
Well, that don't excuse. That don't make it
doesn't-
right.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that
Let me
don't-
get where I'm going.
Yeah.
And all in
Katie
reality,
Katie
No,
tuned out.
because
She done
y'all-
went into a whole nother.
and
You over
that's
it,
what
huh?
I'm saying. We on the whole
Yeah,
podcast.
I'm kind of over Jeezy too, though.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
she's a Jeezy.
No, I'm
We
not
over
even-
Jeezy.
no,
The
I'm
ex-wife's
not
the ex-wife over Jeezy. Everybody over Jeezy.
I'm not on Jeezy.
He ain't got a record
I'm
out.
just saying
The record
in
company over
reality-
Jeezy. The radio over Jeezy.
I'm not saying. No.
what you trying to say?
Time out. I'm not. This is not on Jeezy's behalf. This is just reality
Okay, so
behalf.
what you trying to say?
Okay.
In reality, y'all try to say that, or not y'all, but everybody. And which when you say that right hand to God, I do. That's true. You do.
Right.
No matter what, to death do you part, to sickness and health, to whatever. But you also gotta understand, like, yeah, this motherfucker, he cheated on me.
Mm-hmm.
What you did for like 12, 24 months before he decided to say, I'm finna start texting this other person, or I'm finna just do this,
She
and then
probably just dealt with it like most women do. You know, they just.
and
kinda
I
go
get
with
that,
the
but
motion.
y'all trying to say like,
Or
I'm
did
not
she
a
know?
woman.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
exactly,
She know he was
y'all
cheating.
trying to say like everything.
Well,
is just
Jesus,
a
I was gonna
damsel
say, Jesus,
in
you got somebody
distress.
over here that's in your corner, so I don't know what you can do for her.
I wasn't saying Jeezy, period. I'm
Yeah.
just saying because me and Chris had this, because we had a discussion about if somebody just come up and say, this is never what I wanted, versus to say, I don't want this no more. You get what I'm saying?
There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come out at first like, you my partner, you my one, you my everything. You know what I'm saying?
Respect the window.
Right. So to versus
No, listen.
you just saying,
Somebody was commenting on the Jeezy thing, so I had to
Oh, okay.
shut him down real quick.
to versus to it's
So we
just
about to move
about
on.
me and we. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's just-
Get it.
Okay, well, I think we pretty much settled that. You know, Jeezy, you wrong. It don't
You
matter.
sassy.
And yeah, you.
They saying you sassy.
They said you sassy,
sassy.
and I believe you should just
find that
let.
woman. You sassy.
I believe you should just let that woman get her stuff
Just let
in.
her get her
Right.
stuff
And
let her
Jeezy,
go
if you
on
want to
back.
comment, come on to the show. We'd
In
love to
Jesus-
have you.
in
So
Jesus'
you
Let's
name.
get
yeah.
your perspective.
In Jesus'
Yeah.
name,
It's
amen.
$5.25.
Yeah. That in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name, amen. All right,
It's
so
fine.
Yeah.
And
So-
my birthday $5.25. That's all I'm saying. So Jeezy, you do what you
okay,
Okay.
yeah, in Jesus' name, amen.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
What's up?
Spec, what you got for? We talking about Diddy? We gonna
Oh,
we
I'm going kind of to the Diddy, but before it's kind of in that. I'm going to Donald. Y'all know who Donald is. I don't like to call him the this and that. He pardoned.
I ain't scared of him no more.
Quick thing. He supposed. I'm gonna put. I ain't gonna say supposedly pardoned young boy. Is it NY young boy?
NBA young boy.
NBA young boy.
Yeah.
But guess what? He was on house arrest. He wasn't in jail. So you can't pardon somebody that's already passed that process.
But so he's not on house arrest then no more.
Right. But he's already you in jail, you get pardoned. You on house arrest, you already out of jail. So technically he ain't
So
pardoned.
does pardon just kind of dismiss your charges like they don't exist anymore?
So here's the thing with
Right,
the
with the pardon.
It's federal, not
The
state.
yeah.
So if you have federal charges, they're pardoned.
Yeah,
Right.
but we
If
know
you
that
have
because they're
state
who.
charges, you still gonna face
Right.
those
Yeah.
state charges.
So he did that. So now they saying he let the what's the other couple?
Christies?
He let
Yeah,
them.
the Christies
That's a whole
first.
nother thing. But he right now he's saying they might let Diddy. He might be pardoned Diddy.
You know what? I got
He,
something for
he
that.
might be
Hold on.
doing. He might be pardoned Diddy.
Well, our producer is supposed to be playing something.
Producer.
PC,
Yeah.
Big C.
What's up?
Where I clip it?
Yeah, that clip,
What a clip?
There's a clip where Donald Trump was talking about, actually talking about what you saying concerning Diddy, because he pardoned Larry Hoover. And,
Yeah,
and
sure
whatnot.
did. Larry Hoover.
But there is a clip. I think we.
I didn't want to. Yeah, Larry Hoover.
I think I'm
Yeah,
pretty
Larry
mean.
You know, Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover. One of the.
Yeah,
You know.
he
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
got
So I ain't. I'm trying to be
pardoned,
nice. That you know.
You mentioned once in 2012 that
I
Diddy
think this is
was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening, and I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up. From what I read, I don't know. He didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. You know, it's different. You become a much different person when you run for politics and you do what's right. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well because of what we're doing.
Is this about Trump or Diddy?
So it's not a popularity contest. So I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
So
I didn't hear shit about Diddy. That was all about him.
That's what he does.
We gonna edit that out.
Talk in circles.
No, we're gonna leave it in there.
No, we're gonna edit that out. That was too much of Trump. Like me, don't like me. We don't care about you.
It
be honest
sounds
with you.
like more so he was coming
care
up
about
for the Epstein files
It-
versus the Diddy files.
Right, and that's
He's more so on Epstein files than Diddy files, and he just want to just.
it's
be
crazy
like,
how when
done
you
with
ask Trump
all
a
of
question, he goes all around the world
Man,
about
shit.
it. But
You can
in
say,
so many
son.
words, he was like, I would look into it. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's done wrong,
He already
he's been
did.
treated wrong. If Diddy been did wrong,
He already
I look into possibly pardoning him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he didn't say
goes
anything
all-
about possibly pardon. He just said, I'll look into something.
Yeah.
It was more about him.
That's what
Well,
it is.
people don't like me, and I understand that because, I'm a good,
That's
man,
always.
It was just,
That's always.
yeah, it just
You
wasn't
gonna-
good.
And pardon somebody. Do Tiger King.
It's crazy.
Joe,
I feel
what's
like
his name?
I
Joe,
just
what?
became
Joe
even more
Exotic.
dumb. Like I just.
The thing I don't like is when people are interviewing him and you ask him a question, but he goes all the way around.
Oh.
They need to be like, hold up, we didn't ask you that. We asked you about this. Answer this. Well, I'm gonna get to it. No, don't get to it. Go to it right now.
Right.
Answer. If you're not gonna answer the question, Donald, we can stop the interview. We don't mind
right.
stopping this interview because guess what? If they stop the interview, they'll get more likes and follows because they stopped
Yeah.
him in his tracks.
Right.
So all y'all. Come here, do the interview with Quadkast, see what happens.
No, I don't want you here.
Yeah, I want you here. Please.
I want
Yeah.
you here.
Please get
Cause
here.
Donald, let me get good, and you know what? And I'm gonna ask you some questions, Donald.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just.
So
today.
he like you say, he pardoned the Christies, he
Yeah.
pardoned
NBA young boy.
possibly talking about Diddy,
Did it? Yeah. It's crazy.
Larry Hoover.
Larry Hoover. Yeah.
You know,
He trying to win them black votes. He
But here's
trying
the
to
thing.
get the black people again.
The only good thing
That's all he
about
doing.
this, and I hate to say it, is Todd coming out about the injustices about African Americans in prison.
Yeah.
He got pardoned, and he turned around and talked about how the black people aren't being treated
Man,
right.
I ain't buying that. I don't. He probably just trying to just. I ain't
and I
even
get
gonna
what
in
you're
there.
saying, but I honestly,
I appreciate it though. Thank
I
you for
honestly
doing it.
say for Todd,
Yeah.
like just him as a person, he's for the black community. Now, as far as
granddaughter,
I hate to say it for like his daughter, maybe not, because I feel like she's standing up in it with Trump. She's a she's a maggot, right?
Yep.
She's
A maggot.
But
I'm sorry, maggot.
let's just be real. I feel like Todd played Trump to get a pardon for him and his wife, and then he can get out. Because let's just be real. If we've seen it, we ain't even gotta imagine it. We've seen it. White people get out and they be like, "Oh, I was with the black people in there," but they don't really advocate for them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Todd came out, got pardoned, and turned around and was like, "Hey, African Americans are getting treated horrible."
We don't know what he went through, and he probably owed somebody something. That's probably why he getting out talking about. You know, when you go to prison, they probably told him, "Look, you get out there,
he
you
is
need to-"
celebrating this month. He looked like he is part of the Pride Month.
Oh.
So for him to just be like, yeah, exactly. For him to just be like, hey, they are being treated horribly in there. Like, I can't do nothing but,
but you know
head
who
up.
should've been
is
talking.
actually like a very stand up guy. We all know who he is. I wear his stuff. Steve Madden. So I don't know if y'all knew this, but he actually was in jail before. And he served time. He served about 2.5 years. And doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, of course, I know I ain't made for it.
2.5 hours
So
is enough.
After him coming out of the jail, he started his business, making shoes and stuff. Now he's making bags, clothes, all that stuff. So he actually has hired people that he was in jail with for his company.
That's what's up. Now that's how you get back.
Yeah.
That's how you get back.
So, and I don't know if y'all seen the interview with him But it's viral. It's on TikTok.
He
with
gives
this
out
black
black-
influencer. I think it's called like the Green Cut Room or the Green Room or
The
something
cut
I haven't
room or
seen
something
it.
like that.
And she's like,
And
well,
she's
what
asking
is
him
this
all
come
types
from?
of questions and pretty much quizzing him on the types of shoes that he has created, him and his team.
He knows exactly.
He knows the shoes. He's like, yeah, it's a replica. We're inspired by Chanel. We're inspired by, I know, yeah, Gucci, da da da. But we never actually do a duplicate. We change something. It's gonna be a different stitch. It's gonna be a different, look to it. He said, but I did spend time in the jail, and I did my time. I came out, and when I told people I was gonna become a shoemaker and design shoes, they looked at me like I was crazy. And now here I am, and everybody's wearing it, and it's affordable.
Yeah.
But not only that, it's true inspiration because you have not only created a space for you to stay out of trouble, but you created a space for your buddies that were doing time with you. We don't know the ethnicities, but I can only imagine who he was in jail with. Yeah, the different type of ethnicities that he was locked up with, and being told when to go to bed, when to wake up, when to eat, when to drink, when to piss, when to take a shower, all that stuff. You have created a space for them. Most of his employees, aside from like his marketing team, they're actually like one of them started out at an entry level at Steve Madden and worked his way up to being one of the top shoe designers in his company.
Wow. That's what's
so
up.
shout out to Steve Madden.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Madden. I don't know how. Yeah, I agree. I think I like that. I like the fact that he's giving back and doing what he's doing. That's what's up. That's what it's all about.
That's what you call making an influence, making an impact, making a change. That is what you want to be remembered by. What they call that, your legacy.
Your legacy. That's right. I talk about that all the time.
All the time. What's up? What else we got going on?
I don't know.
Yeah,
we done went in so many different directions. I don't know.
Like we catching up
everywhere.
on so much.
I actually had another clip I was gonna play with Chance the Rapper.
Producer, is that wine ready?
Wine ready.
Look, producer ain't even listening.
Is the wine ready?
It's the wine ready. It's the wine ready.
Is the wine ready?
It's the wine ready.
Is the wine ready?
It's the wine.
Well, let me get the cup out.
Boy, I'm about to do a whole lot of editing. I see.
Sorry.
Sorry, Jimmy.
No,
We
good.
having a good time.
No, it's good. We good.
What we got going on?
I think I don't know where we at.
You said that a clip?
Well, no,
the gray area?
I had a clip because Chance the Rapper was talking about how
Let's
Larry
talk
Hoover.
about him.
Come on.
I don't know about Chance the Rapper.
Well, no,
but-
he was just talking about how Larry Hoover was pardoned and free, and he's glad to see him home.
Right.
But it's just, I was going to kind of talk about how the misinformation was given out.
Oh, okay.
Like how people in that type of platform and in that arena that they in, they have to be careful what kind of information they put out. And he kind of put that out there that Larry Hoover was at home, but
Really
everybody know
like
he ain't at home because he
that's
still
how-
got them state charges that he had to deal with.
And I really feel like, can we be
Yeah.
honest? I really feel like that's how the election was won. Like a lot of misinformation.
No, child, yeah.
Like because he got pardoned on the federal charges. But like you said, he still got 200 years in the state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's never still coming home.
Man,
And I feel like
that's crazy. That's to
that's
know
what
that you got
happened.
one situation taken care of, but now you still got one thing is keeping you from being free, like
From
you,
being at your mama's house.
from being at your mama house or your sister house. Man, they just need to let the man out. I feel Trump done went this far,
Feel like being
and it makes you even wonder: did Trump do his research?
Right.
Because
I feel like he just took the big. Can I be honest? I feel like he took the big icons of the black community and said, "I'm gonna pardon them." Because if you think about it, he did that with Kodak Black, and he got a bunch of black votes. So he felt like if he could do it again this time, and just 2 times it with NBA YoungBoy and Larry Hoover, it can kind of displace the tariffs and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like it can put that out of everybody's mind. Like he pardoned these 2 people, but he still got tariffs.
No, we're
going
still
on.
thinking about it.
So I think that he's just trying to.
we got time. We still got time.
We just still trying to play each other, our black folks' mind, because we simple.
Right.
But we not simple at all.
So we just been talking. Now she ain't been, how long has it been cut off?
She said we still got time.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just asking.
You weren't paying attention.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was.
Do we still got time? She said,
I'm gonna sit back on this one. I ain't gonna say.
Hey, all them. Courtney, please be nice to him.
Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey.